Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So glad that you tuned in after I went missing in action for a couple months. Probably more than a couple months. It's probably been like 4 months. But I'm back and better than ever because I now have inspiration and I'm gonna do something. Today we're pretty much just gonna do like a really simple get ready kind of tutorial today. I don't know what look I'm gonna go for today, but make sure that you subscribe and like this video, and if you want to see what I come up with, then keep on watching. So I pulled my hair back because I can't do that shit. I can't be doing that with all this hair in my face. I have prepped my face. I washed this beautiful face. So I already have my damp beauty sponge. I'm not gonna call it a beauty blender because it ain't a beauty blender. It's actually Real Techniques. Okay, so now that I've prepped the face, I'm going to prime it with the Hangover by Too Faced 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. Get this baby primed. Ooh. So now that I've sprayed my face, I'm gonna go in with my damp beauty sponge and I'm just gonna kind of push the product into my skin. Make sure it gets pushed in there and that your skin gets tacky. The reason why you usually want to put a primer on your face is so that your makeup lasts long. All day, baby, all day. Today I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Professional Paris Ultra HD in the shade Y225. I think it's a little dark for me because I used to be tan and then I lost it, but we're just gonna go with it. Usually I do about 2 pumps. Dip the wet sponge in it. Just kind of go all over your face. You'll definitely want to get in the neck and blend it down to avoid those harsh lines. Definitely don't want harsh lines. So I'm gonna go in with the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Waterproof Concealer, which is in the shade Fair. And you're just gonna put this right underneath your eyes, on your chin, on the bridge of your nose, and kind of in between your forehead. So you'll just want to take your damp beauty sponge and you'll want to go over everything but your eyes first. And you'll just want to tap and until it just really blends into the skin and with the foundation that you put on. Underneath the eyes, we're going to use the more pointy end, and this is just for a little bit more precision. You're going to kind of start on the bottom first and then work your way up to underneath the eye. You'll definitely want to look up to avoid creases and just keep dabbing until you feel like that concealer is set all the way in. So after that, I'm going to go in with the Fit Me Loose powder. It's nasty looking, but we're going to go in with this and we're just going to dump the product into the lid. Then we're going to take the Luxie Precision Foundation brush, and you see how it's shaped. It has like this flatter part. It's more flat on this side than it is on this side. We're gonna take this side, dip it in the powder, and you're gonna look up to apply this powder, and it should set that concealer that you just put on underneath your eyes. You definitely don't want to go in there and just start swiping because that will move the concealer, and then your concealer will look really bad and separated, and we definitely don't want that. So you'll definitely want to pack on enough powder. And then when you feel like you have enough powder underneath your eye, then you can kind of go in there and just kind of move your brush. Okay, so I'm gonna show you an example of what I just told you. So underneath this eye, I definitely got it good enough. I got it powdered. It's definitely not separating. But if you can see under this eye, it's definitely flaking a lot because I didn't put enough powder on it to set it. And so I kind of moved too fast. So definitely flaked and separated that concealer. And I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Forever Professional Paris HD High Definition Pressed Powder. And this is a white powder. As you can see, it's white, but it's not gonna go on your face white. It's gonna go on your face translucent. After that, I'm gonna go in and do my eyebrows. And I'm gonna do those off camera just to kind of take, save a little time. But if you would like to know how I do my eyebrows, I definitely have a video of that and I will link it down below. Alrighty, so now that I'm back with my eyebrows and I look a little normal, a little draggish, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and do our eyeshadow. I'm gonna use the same concealer that I used earlier. I'm gonna use the Studio Skin 24-Hour Waterproof Concealer by Smashbox. I don't know if I said that earlier, but it is by Smashbox in the color Fair. And I'm just gonna put this over my eyelids. This concealer does dry really fast, so we're just gonna take in our beauty sponge and we're gonna dab that right away. I'm gonna go back in with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder and I'm gonna set these eyes to make sure they don't crease. I think we're gonna use our Anastasia Prism palette today. It looks like this. I'm gonna do a regular old plain Jane good look. I'm gonna go in the color Eden, which is a peachy light shade, and we're gonna use that as a transition shade. Make sure there's not a lot of powder on there. We definitely don't want it too pigmented. We're just gonna go lightly over the very top of our eyelid, kind of in the crease. Next, I'm gonna go in with the color Saturn, which is pretty much the same color, but a little bit darker and more of a vibrant orange. So I'm just gonna go tap a little bit of that excess off so we don't have a lot of fallout, and I'm gonna go right below that shade. Now that it's summer, I'm gonna cut this crease and I'm gonna put a little bit of yellow on the lid and find a blue and give it a little bit of a summery look. I'm gonna go in with the IT Cosmetic Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, and the brush that we're gonna use is gonna be flat and it's gonna be small and it's used, so if you don't like that, too bad. Okay, so in order to tell where you're supposed to cut your crease at, an easy trick is to put a little bit on the bottom of your lid, very close to your lashes. Look up very dramatically, and it should tell you. We got a little bit messy, but that's okay. But this line right here is gonna tell you where to cut your crease. Go to the very corner of the eye, and this will give you your shape to cut out your crease, and you're gonna fill the rest in. It ain't easy, honey. I'm gonna go in with a more dense pencil brush, and I'm gonna put a yellow on the very inner corner of my eye. And you're not gonna set this concealer with setting powder. You're gonna set it with the shadow that you're using, which means lots of shadow on the lid, and you're gonna want to use patting motions instead of moving that around. I'm gonna go into the NYX Ultimate, the NYX Ultimate eyeshadow palette. It looks like this, and I think I'm gonna go in with this color and then this color. And I'm first gonna go in with the lighter teal blue. Don't really know what it's called. But I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna pack this teal blue the same way that I pack the yellow. As you can see, we're kind of slanting it a little bit. So then I'm gonna go in with that darker royal blue. And I'm gonna go towards the end and kind of darken this blue out a little bit. I'm gonna go in with this Real Technique shader brush that looks like this. It's dome, it's a little bit more dense. And so I'm gonna go in with the same Saturn Peach, really gonna pack that shadow on, and I'm gonna kind of make sure these shadows blend together. Okay, after that, I'm gonna go in with the Paralleled color in the Prism palette, and it's more of like a dark chestnutty color. I'm gonna go in with the same shader brush. The color looks like this, really dark, and we're gonna lightly put that on the lid just to kind of darken that crease up a little bit, lightly. After that, I'm gonna go in with a pencil brush, the E36. I think I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty the color Good Girl Next Door, and it's this pink color right here. Very pretty. Ready, so after that, we're gonna go back into the Prism palette. We're gonna go in with the Saturn shade lightly tap into that dark peachy color, and we're gonna use the M506, and we're gonna blend this line in with our bottom lash line. Next, we're gonna go in with this flat brush right here, and this is the Morphe M432. We're gonna go in with that parallel shade again that we used to darken up the crease right there. We're gonna use that on the very bottom lash line, kind of as a liner. I'm gonna go in with the Sephora Colorful Eyeliner Waterproof in the color black, and it looks like this. Retails for $12 at Sephora. It has a nice thin felt tip at the end. I'm gonna go in and apply some liner. Alrighty, so after I added that liquid liner, I'm gonna go in with this really dark colored green liner this is by the cosmetic brand Sugar, or Stroke of Genius Heavy Duty Kohl. We're gonna put this in our bottom lash line. After applying that liner to the bottom lash line, we're then gonna go in with the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil from Urban Decay. And we're gonna apply this on our top waterline. So before I apply some lashes, I'm gonna go off camera and I'm gonna finish the other eye. Alrighty, so I'm back and I am done with the other eye. I tried to get it as even as possible to the other eye. I don't know if I did, but my eyeliner definitely is not matching one another. But that is okay. We're just gonna move on with it. With the mascara that I'm gonna use the Clinique Lash Power Mascara Long Wearing Formula. And I'm gonna put that on the top and bottom. And it's a very small spoolie, which I'm really digging. So the last thing to do with the eyes is to put on falsies. But before we do that, I'm gonna put on some bronzer, contour, highlight, and some blush. So first we're gonna go and contour, and we're gonna use this brush by Morphe. And we're gonna use the Makeup Forever Professional Paris Pro Sculpting Duo. And it looks like this, and I'm gonna use this part as the bronzer and this part as the highlighter. And I'm not going to move my brush around. I'm going to pat it into my skin. I like to sometimes go in with the Sephora contouring palette, and I will just take a mix between these two shades right here, very lightly tap off that excess, and I'll lightly go over that. Today I'm going to highlight with the Fenty Beauty Girl Next Door color. You'll also apply it to the chin, the Cupid's bow, and right here on your temples, right above the eyebrow, and kind of in the middle of the forehead. So kind of gives it this nice, healthy, luminous look. You'll want to apply it right here, and then a little dot. Alrighty, we're almost done. I am going to apply some lashes. These are the lashes that I'm going to apply. These are some just funky little eyelashes that I got off of Amazon, but everyone seems to love them. I also love them. Make sure your lashes are pushed up to Jesus. And now we're gonna do the lip. Alrighty, you guys, so this is the look for today. I hope you really enjoyed this look. I am living for this. This is a really nice summery look that you can definitely pull off during the summer with all these beautiful colors. But like I said, I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you do, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, and click that little ringer down there so you can get notifications every time I post a video. So hopefully I'll start posting videos a little bit more often, but yeah, so thank you so much, you guys.